Hey everyone, welcome to the Space Stock Exchange. I'm your host, Eric Teal. So, Virgin Galactic just had an in-flight abort with their Spaceship 2. What does this mean? Well, it's a delay for sure. But is it a serious issue? I don't think so. So don't panic if you're an investor. Hold on to the stocks because don't worry, you got a long-term bull case going for you. And to be honest, what happened proves that Virgin Galactic actually has a great system. To be clear, the craft did exactly what it needed to do. The engine fired, it noticed something was wrong, and it aborted. It stopped the engines and it glided back to safety. And it landed and the crew is fine. Everything's great. There was no crash, there was no explosion, so don't panic. And I'll go into more detail. So it was a normal day, everything was going fine. They pulled out the mothership. This is the VMS Eve. They were testing it, everything was going fine. It took the Spaceship 2, which is known as VSS Unity. They lifted off, they flew up high to the correct height. The mothership was fine, and they dropped, everything was ready to go. They dropped VSS Unity, and as it fell, it ignited for about a second, and then the ignition was cut out, and the vehicle returned. It glided back to Spaceport America, which is where they took off from, and they landed safely. And I think we should look at this as a good thing. They demonstrated they have a safe abort system. That's the most important thing to get out of this. You had one little problem with their rocket motor 2, and they're able to abort and return safely. There's nothing wrong with the design in the vehicle. It's all with the rocket motor 2. So Virgin Galactic says that its hybrid rocket motor combines elements of solid rockets and liquid rocket engines. The hybrid aims to combine the simplicity of a solid motor with the controllability of a liquid. Spaceship 2's rocket motor can be shut down quickly and safely at any point during the flight. This system beats out traditional solid rockets. For example, the Space Shuttle had 2 solid rocket boosters that flew on the side of the shuttle. You can't control those. Once they're ignited, there's no stopping them. And that's one of the reasons why solid rocket boosters are incredibly dangerous. But the hybrid rocket motor adds the ability to use the liquid fuel to shut the vehicle off, and that's very important. If you have a problem, you can shut down and then you just glide to safety. That's the good thing about this vehicle, is it has the ability to work like an aircraft. It can glide back safely to the Earth, which makes it far safer than anything that the Space Shuttle had intended to be. So, with the exception of the rocket motor's fuel and oxidizer, which must be replenished after each flight, the Spaceship 2 is a fully reusable system. So, there's been changes to this system over the years with Virgin Galactic. Originally, the Sierra Nevada Corporation was the subcontractor for Scaled Composites, which had designed and built this. But there had been changes over time. Virgin Galactic wanted to build the rocket motor 2 in-house. It's now manufactured by Virgin Galactic. If there's going to be a problem, they could always go back to, Sierra Nevada Corporation or a different contractor. There's alternatives. There's nothing wrong with the winged vehicle itself. That design it's good. So this could just be a engine problem. They could switch it out. Yes, it could be an expensive process, but I don't think it's as complex as it seems. So what does this mean for the stock? I don't know. It sounds to me like it could take a little dip. I think in the long term it's going to be fine. I think they'll resolve this. Virgin Galactic said, the ignition sequence of the rocket motor did not complete. Vehicle and crew are in great shape. We have several motors ready at Spaceport America. We will check the vehicle and be back to flight soon. So I think they'll go over the problems. Keep in mind, this vehicle's already gone to space twice. And that was from California. This was its first attempt from New Mexico, from Spaceport America. Originally, they had plans to do 3 test flights. This was the first of 3. The third one would have been the flight to take Richard Branson to space. So we're just waiting for more information. I think there'll probably be a dip in the stock, but that's okay, because long term, I believe Virgin Galactic has a bull case. And this will give an opportunity for people looking to invest in Virgin Galactic to actually buy when the stock will be low. And this will play out, well in the long term. There's more information we need to get into the details of what happened with the rocket motor 2. It may have been just this rocket motor was bad. Keep in mind, there's plenty of more hybrid rocket motor 2s sitting at Spaceport America. Those could be fine, and it could be flying again within days. If they do have a real problem, they can go back to maybe redesigning it. They still have the Spaceship 2. It can perform what it needs to do, and we'll see how things unfold. I'll keep you up to date. I'll let you know more, and thank you for watching. Keep in mind, the goal of this channel, it's still young, but it wants to help you understand the space industry better, and it also wants you to find investment opportunities within the space sector. Subscribe to this channel. It's new, it's young, but if you subscribe, I can share more information, I can expand my content, you can learn more. I follow SpaceX, I follow another company called Momentous Space, and I talk a little bit about reusability and rockets, and I think the space sector is the best sector to invest in. There's so much potential. It's about to take off. We are at the beginning of a technological revolution not seen for decades. I mean, this is the start of the automobile in the 1900s. It's, it's like the next internet. It's new, it's big. So stick around and I'll explain a little bit more.